Good morning, class. Have you ever wondered how the medicine you take when you are sick is made? Today, I will be showing you exactly how to make an important veterinary pharmacy suspension step by step. There may be people here interested in the veterinary field or interested in working in a pharmacy, and this could give you some prior knowledge. I have been a veterinary assistant for a little bit over a year at the animal hospital I work at, which is where I learned how to do this. First, I will go over the elements needed to make the suspension. Next, I will combine all of the elements right here for you to show you exactly how to make the suspension. And lastly, I will illustrate how to make the label for the front of the bottle on the computer I have right here. Now, let's begin. First, you'll need to gather all the elements needed for the suspension. You may need to go to an animal hospital or medical supply store near you, but many things that I have here you can find at home. You will need a plastic 60 milliliter Yorker, or just a plastic container, it doesn't really matter. Then you will need your tablets of whatever medicine you're using. I am using sucralfate, and I have them in here. You will also need this mortar and pestle. Many people have these in their kitchen, as well as a funnel. You'll need some water and a syringe of any size. I have a 60 milliliter syringe here. So now that we have all of the elements needed to make it, let's begin. You will start by crushing down the pills in your mortar and pestle into a fine powder that looks like flour or powdered sugar. You will just push down and twist over and over until you get that fine powder consistency. It will look something like this. Next, what you're going to do is open up your Yorker and insert the funnel and pour this powder through the funnel into the Yorker. You will shake it down, make sure it all gets in there. And once you have that, you will take your syringe and you will pull up 20 milliliters of water. Now that you have the 20 milliliters of water, you're going to insert it into the Yorker. And then put the Yorker cap back on. From here, you will shake until the powder has fully dissolved into the water. You might have to hit the bottom in case any is stuck. Make sure to check and make sure it's all dissolved. And it should look like this. And when you flip it, there's none stuck to the bottom, as you can see. Now you have successfully made your pharmacy suspension. Now that we're done with that, I'm going to show you how to make the label for the front of the bottle. So for this, you will go to the patient that you are making the medication for. For this one, it is a kitty named Nala. So I will search up her name in our system and click select. Now what you will do is right-click on the patient's name and go on the drop-down down to patient visit list. From here, you will double-click item ID, and you will look up the pills you are using to make the medication. I'm using sucralfate, so I look up that. Click on it, click select. Now I will insert the quantity. I used 5 pills, and you click tab. Now what you do is click again and search up suspension fee, grade 1, which is right down here. You will click that, click select, that puts that in, and then lastly, you will put RX 9999 and click tab. This gives you miscellaneous pharmacy item. From here, you will backspace and put in suspension. Now you will go and you'll click on the little mortar and pestle button. Click yes, and this is where you will put in the instructions for the medication, which is right here. You click instructions, and for this one, it is give 1 milliliter orally twice daily. Once you're done here, you click spell check. Looks like everything's good. So then you click OK and you click print. Now that it's printing, you will go and you will get it from the printer. Got it right here, which is what this is. You will take it off the sticker. See? And you will stick it on to the bottle like so. Now this is exactly how you make the suspension, and Now that I've showed you how to make the suspension, I've showed you how the elements that are needed, and finally how to make the label, we are all done. So if you ever go into a medicine field or any field having to do with making medication, you can now say you know how to make a pharmacy suspension. Thank you guys and have a great day.